26, Seoul, South Korea, 9:30 a.m. My name is Mirai Natsuya. With desire and hope, I'm confident of being a hunter. Not a hunter itself, but a hero. This is my story of how I reclaim my strength once again. Hunters were supposed to save people, but today, I was the one being tested. He was back at his old school again. The hallways lay empty, ruled by silence. His footsteps echoed too loudly as he passed the moonlit benches outside his favorite English literature classroom. Alone, he walked deeper into the corridor. A chill crawled up his spine as if unseen eyes were tracing his every step. The shadows along the walls twisted unnaturally, bending just enough to feel wrong. The silence pulsed faintly, whispering like a memory struggling to resurface. His chest tightened with urgency and inevitability, as though an unseen force had already chosen his path. From the darkness ahead, a tall, distorted humanoid silhouette emerged. Natsuya froze. Glinting orange eyes scorched through the shadow as it advanced, spears clutched tightly in its hands. His instincts screamed at him to run, but his feet refused to move, glued to the floor. Panic flooded his mind as the figure closed the distance, each step heavy with intent, and the silhouette raised its spears. A sharp pain flashed. Natsuya jolted awake, screaming. His breath came in ragged gasps as the nightmare shattered. Moments later, the door to his room creaked open. From the hallway, his younger sister hurried inside, worry written across her face. Young sister. Big bro? Natsuya. Thank goodness. It was just a nightmare. Young sister. Are you okay? Natsuya. Eureka. Eureka. Did you have another one? He pushed the blanket aside and grabbed the glass of water from his desk, draining it in one breath. Natsuya. What day is it? Eureka. Thursday, January 1st. Happy New Year. Natsuya. Thanks, you too. He pulled the curtains open. Outside, the city of Seoul glowed beneath the setting sun. Traffic flowed endlessly. Hunters moved through the streets, and portals loomed in the distance. He watched them walk with confidence, daggers in hand, everything he wanted to become. Natsuya. It's recruitment day. I need to be there by 10. Eureka. You're really applying for the hunter program? It's dangerous. You could die. Natsuya. I've had enough of these demons. They ruin my sleep and turn my dreams into nightmares. Back in Mijong City, I made a promise to exterminate them with everything I have. Eureka. There's no guarantee you'll even get accepted. You see hunters fighting them like it's nothing, like they're saving everyone. Natsuya. Then I'll be the one saving our family. Eureka's expression hardened. Eureka. Don't say things like that. A brief silence passed. Eureka. Good luck with your acceptance. A few minutes later, Natsuya finished getting ready. He wore a blue jacket, a white shirt, black pants, and light blue shoes. Eureka. You're heading out already? Natsuya. Yeah, recruitment takes a while. I won't be back soon. Eureka. Don't come home at midnight again, hanging out with your friends. Natsuya. They're not in Korea. We've been here for weeks since the city shut down. Eureka. Then at least message them. Did they reply? Natsuya. Nothing. 35 messages, and the group chat's still a ghost town. Eureka. Then make new friends here. Forget them. They probably don't care anymore. Natsuya. They do. Someday they'll see my messages. I'll wait for them. Eureka. Sighs then. Good luck with everything. Natsuya. I'll see you later. He stepped into the hallway, rode the elevator down to the first floor, and walked toward the recruitment center a few blocks away, unaware that the nightmare he had escaped was only the beginning. With waves of confidence, Natsuya walked close to the base and headed to the recruitment center. 20 people were in line, and he was the 21st in line. There was some intense arguing about who should handle a blade, which he had never heard of before. He ignored the people being obscure about all types of weapons. A person cut in front of him, pushing him until he realized he was tall and muscular, and knocked Natsuya out. Now he was at the back of the line, 50th in the line. The recruiter nodded and pulled out a sheet, an application that needed to be filled out. The paper already had his name on it. Natsuya wrote and answered every question honestly, including his birth, residence, address, and so on. As he finished, the people in line began to murmur impatiently. People in the line. Speed up, you're holding up an entire line. Natsuya to the recruiter. Are there any chances of survival? The recruiter. The curses or monsters are inevitable. This year it's demons, appearing out of nowhere. There's no theory behind it. Natsuya. I understand, I'm just here to stop them. My living conditions aren't good at all, just because of one or more curses. It's like they're trying to stop us from acting. The recruiter. You know, I was like that when I was a teen. I watched my friends die in front of me. Tough times. And yet I'm still not interested in hunting curses. Natsuya wrote down his address and asked, Then why are you here in the first place? The recruiter. To recruit those who are potentially strong. You'll get past your life's hardships, and one day you might become one of the S grades. Natsuya. So there's a grading system, right? The recruiter. Certainly. The weakest is E grade. Then D, C, B, and A are the middle tiers. S is the strongest. An S grade is powerful enough to tear apart a whole dimension and stop dimensional attenuation. Natsuya. What does that literally mean? Reduce what? The recruiter. It means a demon is powerful in its origin, often called a realm. Once it emerges through a portal, it becomes less powerful but causes more chaos. Chaos is worse than raw power. It destroys cities and even countries. Natsuya. Have any hunters ever stopped them? The recruiter. Yes, but many lost their lives. For example, an S-grade hunter named Kim Jae-woon, along with 5 B grades, 3 A grades, and 10 E grades, stopped the demons of a realm from entering the world. Only 1 B grade, 2 A grades, and Jae-woon himself survived. No E grades made it. The most notable event was the S-grade portal siege in Suwon. The Lord of the World TJ led many S-grade hunters strategically in 1997. Many survived thanks to his genius.